Greetings, greetings, greetings. I am your host, Tim Berry, and thank you for joining my YouTube channel. A special thanks to all of you that have subscribed. I really appreciate your support. Now, if you have not subscribed, go ahead. What you waiting on? Press that subscribe button below, and that way you'll be notified every time that Tim Berry posts a new video. Okay, so now that we've gotten all of that out of the way, let's get to the real stuff, the real reason why we're here today. Can you guess? It's Mother's Day weekend. Yay! I want to brag on you wonderful mothers. Now, at first, I thought that I would speak on something else today, but when I remembered it was Mother's Day, I couldn't help but change the topic for today. I hope that you will enjoy. I want you to know, all you mothers, that you are appreciated and we love you so much. We love you for your sacrifices, your unconditional love, your care, your patience. We just want you to know that you are loved. Proverbs 31:10 says, "Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies." Now, I have to admit that this topic is rather emotional and difficult for me to discuss, but it is a must, as my experience of a mother's love has been nothing shy of phenomenal. I trust that I can get through this broadcast without shedding tears or getting caught up in my emotions. Y'all pray for me. When I think of the characteristics of a mother, a few things that come to mind, just to name a few. Someone that is nurturing, someone that is loving or a disciplinarian, someone that is sacrificial, caring, and compassionate. These are things that come to my mind when I think of a mother and a mother's love. The photo that you see on the screen is a portrait of my lovely mother, Juanita Berry. It is the only picture that I have of her, and I will forever cherish it. Juanita Berry was born February 2nd, 1960, and after a short, unexpected illness, she suddenly passed at the young age of 33 on January 3rd, 1994. At the time, I was only 7 years old, certainly in need of a mother's love. I have one sister, Tricenna Berry, and one brother, Trimayne Berry, who were in their early teens at the time, also still needing the love of their mother or of our mother. I did not fully understand what had really happened, but as I grew older, it became more evident that my mother was gone, never to return. It seems so unfair, and some of you may have experienced that or may be able to relate to that. But thankfully and gratefully, God always takes care of his own, and truly I am one of his. My grandmother, Tecora Berry, affectionately called Ma Berry by so many, was a true woman of God, a woman of principle, a woman of faith, and a virtuous woman in every sense of a word. She cared for us children in so many, allowing us to feel the love of a mother in the absence of our mother. I remember the countless mornings and nights when Grandma prayed those long prayers that made me feel like God had come into the room, oftentimes putting me to sleep. But you can feel she was tapping into something that was supernatural. You could feel the presence of God so strong. I remember having family devotions at the dining room table, learning the truths of God's holy word, the true meaning of Bible holiness and what the Church of God stands for. I remember her sweet soprano voice singing while cooking those delicious meals in the kitchen. By the way, if you didn't make it in time when the meal was finished, you may not have eaten that night. But even then, Grandma, in her motherly way, would be creative and make sure you had something to eat. Gotta love my Berry. I remember going to church 3 times a week in my Sunday's best, sometimes looking like an old man or like an old preacher because Grandma had dressed me wearing these suits and ties and trench coats and all this stuff and looking like an old man. But I will never forget those wonderful days. I remember visiting many in the congregation that were sick and shut in, and Grandma would be on her hands and knees, cleaning, cooking, praying and encouraging the sick, not looking to be recognized by other people or having a pat on the back, just a genuine love for God and God's people. I remember spending countless days out at our pastor's home, the late Elder Willie E. Gordon, who was truly a man of God. We would go to his home and cook and clean and visit and pray and talk. And I just remember those wonderful times in the presence of godly, spiritual people, godly women that love God, godly men that love God. Truly, truly, I can say that I have been in the presence of a virtuous woman. And the list goes on and on and on. Today, I can proudly rejoice as a man of God. I can proudly rejoice as a man that has been called by God, that my unfortunate circumstance of losing a mother did not leave me hopeless. Glory be to God. I can truly say that, in fact, God took a sad situation and made something beautiful out of it. Praise God. Not only did he give me my Berry, he gave me beautiful aunts that have picked up the slack for their baby sister and have been a mother to me and my siblings in some way or another. I really appreciate each of my aunts from the depths of my heart, and I'm sure my mom would feel the same way. I say thank you to all of my aunties. Even though this Mother's Day, I probably will not be with you this weekend, but I'm sure we'll be together soon. But by way of my YouTube channel, I say thank you, thank you, thank you. And while I'm speaking of aunts, I must give a special tribute to my dear Aunt Gwen, who went home to be with the Lord in June of 2016. She was truly a woman of God. She impacted so many lives, so many people, especially mine, in such a strong spiritual way. She was the type of woman that when she prayed, you can feel the presence of God. You can feel that she took your burden as her own personal burden and would pray you through until you got a breakthrough. She is sorely missed, but her life, her legacy, her love, it lives on. It lives on. And we thank God for our dear Aunt Gwen. Now that I have reflected on these mothers that have impacted my life, and there's many others that I did not even mention that have had such a great impact on my life, I thank them so very much. But as I think of this, I can't help but ask the same question that the proverb writer asked. Who can find a virtuous woman? For truly her price is far above rubies. As I bring this Mother's Day reflection to an end, I encourage all you mothers out there to continue to hold on and to never quit. I know it seems sometimes your work is never finished, but just remember, you are important and we need you to survive. I give Mother's Day greetings to my aunts one more time, my sister, my cousins who are mothers, and many others, church mothers, saints of God, friends, family. We thank you so much. All of you wonderful mothers out there, keep doing a good job. Your work, your labor, your love, is not in vain. And from Tim Berry, I say, Happy Mother's Day to you. I remain your host, Tim Berry, and as I stated before, please feel free to like, share, comment, and most importantly, click the subscribe button. May God bless you and have a wonderful Mother's Day weekend. Thank you.